Hey guys, what's up? Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 has begun. If you're watching this live, hello, hello, hello. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the videos, and please leave a message, even if it's just an emoji or whatever, to help those algorithms to grow the channel, okay? Yeah. So there is, if you're interested in readings, they're on sale through Saturday, okay? $85 for 30 minutes, $115 for an hour. And also memberships are on sale. This is the last couple days. 10% off all 5 different levels of spiritual guidance. Yeah. So, billhobart.com if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Let me know if you have any questions. You know where to get a hold of me. Yeah, you're not going outside unless you're going to stay outside. You're going to stay outside? Okay, I'm not going to let you back in. There she goes. Bye. See you. Hey, Teresa, what's going on? So there's a lot of cool stuff going on. It's Mercury retrograde, everybody, so be prepared for that. It's gonna be a woozy because it is in Pisces, so it's emotional. All right. Water. Hey, Audrey. Yeah. So that's gonna be something that's gonna challenge you on your emotional stuff. I'm gonna challenge you on all kinds of things. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting on that. And the Neptune Saturn conjunction. We'll talk about that really quick when we start. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting for everybody. Hang on. Okay, you're staying in the house. That's it. Done. Yeah. So yep. Hey Pat, what's going on? How are you? Here we go. Cool. Just make sure that we're on the right channel. Yeah. So they want to talk about that right now because I don't know why I thought to start already. So Saturn and Neptune in Aries. Okay. Saturn is the planet of structure. Okay. Neptune is the dream planet that is all foggy. It's gas. Okay. So when it's in Aries, which is fire. Okay. Hey Sue, how are you? When it is in here, right? Saturn takes 2.5 years to go through each sign. So it just got here. So we got little over 2 years of back and forth retrogrades, right? Where the structure is going to fall in, and it already is. Okay. Hey Diane, how are you? So it's already falling in, right? Neptune is dreamy, having all your dreams come true. Okay. Because it's foggy. What does the sun do? What does sun do to fog? Burns it off. It's in, I believe it is in Aries for 14 years. Okay. That's a long time. That's a long time for dreams to come true. Okay. Be prepared. Be prepared to get what you want. Hey, Kathy. Again, I'll say that again. Hey, Taz. Again, be prepared to get what you want. Okay? But you got to believe that you deserve it. Okay? Spirit just always pounds the home with the fact that you have to embody it. Hey, Sherry. You have to believe that you deserve it, number one, that you already have it. And it's hard. It's really hard because we're not used to that mindset, right? So that's why I'm starting with this because I want everybody to see it. Because most people watch like 17, 20, maybe 35 minutes and then they drop off. So, yeah. So, so Sherry got released from her jury duty, so that's a good thing. Hey, Amanda, how are you? I'll talk about that. There's one chime left in the circle, and Spirit told me not to throw it away. Well, it's on the coffee table, and it's still ringing. So it's like, okay, we won't do anything until we move. So yeah, so it's still there. So you guys will hear it in the background. So yeah, the circle just keeps spinning around because the energy in my house is so freaking good right now. So anyway, be prepared for 2.5 years with Saturn being in Aries. of it crumbling down and being rebuilt. Okay, crumbling down, being rebuilt. It's going to take till 2030, 2035 to get everything rebuilt. Okay, so it's definitely a transformational time. Okay, for you, it is about asking for what you want, not what you need. What do I want? Okay, again, if you want $1 million, that's cool, but you got to buy a damn ticket. But you got to believe that you deserve the $1 million. Most people buy a ticket. I've done it in the past. Oh, I could win. I could win. Well, I didn't believe I could win. I was just saying it out loud to myself, hoping that it would come true. Doesn't work like that. The vibration on the planet has gotten so high that we have to match that. That's why it's so very, very important that in these times of dread or of WTF, right? Because nobody has a whole lot of energy to do anything, no drive. Again, there's a reason for that, right? The months are going so fast, right? There's a reason for that. They're going really fast because they don't want you to pay attention to what's going on in your surroundings. So don't. It's not worth it. You can't change anything. Now, as a collective, yes. Individual person, no, can't. Not against that. Okay, so Mars is getting ready to go into. I believe Mars is getting ready to go into Aries also. Okay, there might be a little war coming out with Iran and the United States. Unfortunately, that will be disastrous. You mean in the long term, just like always. But that's happening. I'm trying to think of what else is going on. Aries will have all 6 planets in, I believe, sometime this month. There is a lunar eclipse on the 3rd of March. That's going to be hey Carol, that's going to be something that's going to be powerful, okay? But the Mercury retrograde in Pisces is the biggest thing ever. It always is. But when it's in Pisces, it's really, really important because it's about feelings. It doesn't matter what they are, okay? It could be love. It could be just your life in transformation. It could be all kinds of different things. Give yourself grace, okay? But understand, it's also about communication, okay? And this has happened to me already, where people are on snap, okay? They can snap at any minute on somebody. Not only because of Mercury retrograde, but because of what's going on in the country, okay? The energy in the country is horrible for some people. The people that choose to engage in those types of things, right? And it doesn't do you any good to engage with those things. Like on social media, it's not even worth it. I post maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 things, and I'm like, okay, good. But people are on trigger. So if you only get into a fight with somebody, pay attention to where you're feeling. Because most people are unconscious about their feeling, and they snap off like that. And then they wish they wouldn't have, okay? So that is Mercury retrograde. It's all about communication. Watch what you text. Do not text anything that is important. Call them, because they cannot hear the sound of your voice. They cannot hear the tone of your voice, okay? If you're sending something in email, or even, again, in a text or in a fax, let's say, make sure that you call the place you're sending it to make sure that they received it, because they will glitch with everything, because it's communication. Doesn't matter what it is. Could be sitting in a room with somebody that you don't really know, but they can feel your vibration. Hey, Kathy. They can feel your vibration, and they get pissed off about it when it's not even anything. But if you don't know how you're feeling, what you're putting out there, it is really important to get in touch with that. Okay, to get in touch with that, because it don't end until the 26th of next month. March is a very long month. Every year it's a freaking 31 days, and because February is so short, it seems like it goes forever. you know. But the one good thing is daylight savings time starts in a week. So it's like, you know what? Bingo. So it's typically getting dark at 6 o'clock. It's going to be 5 after 6 here in Detroit. It's going to be 5 after 7. And don't boo-hoo about losing an hour of sleep. You'll be fine. Think about June, July, when in Detroit, because we're on the west side of the Eastern time zone, it's still light at 10 o'clock at night in the summertime. And it's 75 degrees. What more do you want? That's heaven. That's heaven. That's what we live in Michigan, right? Or basically in the Midwest for sure. Even the East Coast. Like, holy moly. You know, I couldn't live down south. But anyway, okay, so that's that. Okay, I'm going to channel too, but I'm channeling this with my eyes open, but I'm going to do something else later. Spirit wants to talk about changes to your body in your transformation, okay? Because of my problems with my intestinal stuff, right? Since last September, okay? That it's been challenging, really challenging. And I know why, because again, I didn't know any of the things about your emotions in your stomach, your digestive tract, things about your heart, things about your lungs, things about your gallbladder, things about all those types of things. And I posted some of those things on Bill Clairvoyant a couple weeks ago. The Spirit wants to bring that stuff up again because now in this time of, okay, so this is what he's showing me, is that before we were this, right? Basically the herd, H-E-R-D, of starseeds, right? Now we have to narrow into a smaller entrance to go into 5D right now in 2026, okay? Because before in this time, there wasn't a lot of us going towards 5D. We were working on our third dimensional stuff, right? Well, now in 2026, people are being elevated and getting focused on, okay, what do I need to do? I need to move forward as they move me, not as I move myself, because you can't control that, right? So as you move, it gets narrower. Why does he say that? The way he shows me in my head, right? Is the fact that you're going to deal with all of your human organ stuff before you get to the entrance to 5D. That makes sense? Okay? Because you're taking your whole lives, I should say, and narrowing it down as you empty yourself, right? With all the things that no longer serve you. So as you become clean, let's say, clear, whatever, right? And you're headed towards that entrance into 5, right? You're feeling pretty good, but don't discount the way you're feeling in parts of your body. And I'm going to find those things again. I'm going to post them again, I believe. I'm going to post them all I think I'm going to post them all in one reel, like one posting, right? And I'll try to find the other ones too, because I think there's 6 of them. I think I posted 3 out of the 6. Very important stuff. Very important stuff. Because as you go through this transformation of letting go, you're going to you're going to want to understand, why am I feeling like this? Why is my gut different? Why is my heart feel different? Why does my pancreas feel different? Why? I went through a lot to find out what was going on. I mean, months of stuff. And like always, I don't want anybody to have to do that if they don't have to. Okay? Because healthcare is only going to get worse because of people not having insurance. So I'd rather us talk about it now, kind of get it out in the open, and I'll do that probably tonight. Okay? Okay, so that's that. All right. Now, I'm going to channel because they're showing me that I have to. Well, You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, it's funny is that I stopped talking, right, to get into the energy. Daisy just got it from the laying on the floor and coming over to look. She looked at me like, so funny. She can tell when my energy shifts. It's so freaking cool. Anyway. Okay. There we go. I'll probably close my eyes again because they're telling me that my eyes are getting sleepy, which is kind of weird. Maybe I'm supposed to do it with my eyes closed anyway. Okay. I don't know what that is. Okay. Man, they're like, I'm flying right now. They want to, I don't know who you are though. They want to introduce themselves, but I don't know who. They say higher dimensional beings, Bill's people, whatever. I don't get that. Okay. They want you to know more and more. They want you to know more about 2026. Okay? An evolutionary year. You're going to be surprised who you are at the end. Okay? Lots and lots and lots of topsy-turvy, confusion, being triggered, being able to take care of yourself properly, not only with energy, but with your food, with what you drink, what you choose to drink, okay? They're very quiet today. It's very strange. My voice is getting lower. I don't know what that's about. Deeper. Okay. You have to pick what we're going to talk about. So let's do, okay, got it. Okay. So they want to ask everybody if you've had if you've had visitations by loved ones, by loved ones who have passed, by people that you don't know, by beings that you don't know, by energy that you don't know. They want you to really focus in on sleep time. Doesn't mean that they cannot come during awaken, but sleep time is when they normally come because you're easily accessible when you sleep. Does that mean that they will not come during the day? It just depends upon if you're aware or not. Many, many times you shut yourself off during the daytime to control because you believe that you can. The beings are still there. Again, they show me energy beings. They show me people from in my family, from my past, like second cousins, stuff like that when I was a kid, right? People that I didn't really know, but I know who they are. I recognize them, okay? That's gonna happen more and more. I'm asking, oh my gosh, right, third eye just lit up. Okay, so, man, this is crazy. There'll be people that you don't know, people from past lives. Not only will you see the pictures, right? But those destined to visit you will visit you. You will understand who they are as they show up. Okay? There is no rhyme or reason. There is no way that you can prepare yourself. It's a him, he says, to receive. Okay? Nothing you can do can bring them in any faster. Okay? You'll not be afraid of them. Okay? Even if they are beings from other planets, from other places. Okay? Yes. They all know to be gentle. They all know to allow you to receive them. They have to come in with the right vibration, with the right energy. That's why they mostly come in at night when you are in your sleep time. Others, they can come in the daytime also, just because their vibration is higher and in a balanced spot, in a balanced state. Be prepared for, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, hang on, oh, gosh. Be prepared for some of them to tell you and show you your future. No, non-specific, but they will show you in your dream, or if you're awake in your mind, what is coming, what is next. Okay? Allow them access. Allow them access to what you have, to what you have, to what you have. Okay? Also, I'm going to preface this because people have been texting me this week about their left side of their head having chills. Okay? This is Bill. They kind of push them away for a minute. That is opening neural pathways to allow them to contact you in a way where it is just like seeing friends, non-alert. Just something that happens that is easy breezy and that you can actually understand. So if you get chills, tingles on your left side, new neural pathways, crown chakra will start to light up faster too, Spirit says. Because you will recognize the energy in different places that you are. Even if you are in sleep, the places that you go. You're not always in the same, you're not always in the same place. You will start to go to destinations while you sleep. Okay? They show me wormholes, going through wormholes, but then coming back in time to wake up in the morning. Okay? Okay, because you have guardians with you when you travel. You will not be. You may be able to see the guardians. Most will not. Most will not see their guardians that they're with in their traveling journeys. Okay. Ascension is happening at a rapid pace. Ascension is happening at a rapid pace. Many of you are realizing how much you've shifted, how much you've changed just since the beginning of the year. There is so much more to come. There is so much more to come. As you continue to move forward, Spirit says, fear will start to drop. Fear will start to drop. Completely just drop away. Okay? There's no need to be fearful when that happens because okay, hang on. You have an armor of protection around you. That's them. Okay, the white light. You can't see it. Right? You can't. I know. Some will try. Some will try because they need to have confirmation. They need to have until they reach a level of ascension where they understand that it is what it is, and I'm not supposed. I have to trust that it is what it is. That it isn't my responsibility, nor my, I know. Because they're seeking out in a way of third dimension. They're thinking out of a way of survival to make sure that they are protected. Okay. By 2027, the medical field will be somewhat transformed, not by any negative. There's no negative energy in that. It is transformation to the point where all of a sudden they know discoveries, new things happening, cures for diseases, cures for all types of things that were just live with them. That they're already planted. They're already planted. There will be no there will be no need for long-term care, Spirit says. There will be no reason for long-term care, meaning that is something that you are on medicine or something that you are actually able to, or that you are actually on it until you die. Okay? Okay. On the other side of that, allow yourself to be led into the journeys of your future. Take your barricades down. Take your resistance down. Put that away. Let that go. Let us take you where we need to take you per your soul journey. Many of you already have been uploaded everything that you need for the future. Just understanding that your resistance hampers the uploads. Your resistance hampers who you're supposed to be. Now, something about, I don't know what that is, Spirit. Fascination with the future. Fascination with the future. Okay. So if you're not feeling the positive energy of 2026 and beyond, look to see why. It normally has to do with, Spirit says, your third dimensional ego's resistance to believing that it could happen, believing that it's true, believing what they're showing you. I know. Understand what Bill is saying. They're never going to show you something that's not true. They're not going to, your guides are not going to show you what you perceive not to be true. That is your deflection ego, don't know what that is, that is refusing to believe because it wants you to rely on that. Stop. Instinct. That energy that you are so used to believing and trusting. Also, don't always believe what others tell you, because others can be misinformed. You can always question, Spirit says. You can always question. But your future is guaranteed, Spirit says. Your future is guaranteed. As long as you are good with believing here, Spirit says, that it's all going to happen, is going to come to you this year or next year or the year after. You have to believe it to receive it. And that's my favorite phrase ever. Because sometimes I have to tell myself that. We wish Bill would believe more. Okay. Lots of people moving this year. There's lots of people moving this year. Leaving energy that no longer serves and going someplace else. You do not have to figure that out. Let us show you where you're going. And don't think or worry about anything having to do with that move. The money's going to be here, right place, right time, which is true. Okay. Okay. Forgiveness. Because what is interesting, they're showing me my mom, and I've forgiven her decades ago, right? I mean, again, she did the best she could. My father, same exact thing. But forgiving people who wronged you in this lifetime. It doesn't do you any good to hold on to it. You're doing it for yourself, not for them. And Spirit says it is very, very important that you understand that this is all about you. This is all about you allowing yourself to heal. Allowing yourself, I know, we cannot take you to 5D if you're not mostly healed. Now is the time in this year that you're able to do this forgiveness of people, forgiveness of humanity, Spirit says, that all you have to do is speak it out loud. Again, speak it out of your heart. I mean, I just said it. You know, I forget my mom, my dad, you know, anybody else who's harmed me in the past. Again, they did what they knew how to do. That was all I could expect. But whenever the hurt came up, I would tap, okay, and say to Spirit, I forgave this. I need to let this go. I need to let this go, Spirit. You got to take this energy away from me because it's no longer mine. Again, rejecting the energy when you're tapping, right? Telling them, I've let it go. When you hear yourself, it helps for you to allow it to dissipate out of your body. And in a short amount of time, usually, you'll be very, very surprised at how people who have wronged you in the past have healed you. You've been healed from, I should say. Okay? Whoops, plant. Something about food. Something about food. Change in diet. Changing what you drink. You're going to be introduced to, most of you are going to be introduced to brand new foods that are super nutritional. And that is simply because of the rejuvenating process, okay? As they click that cell on, right? That Spirit talked about weeks ago, or whoever it was talking that day. It's being blocked. Well, when we get to a certain point in 2026, maybe 2027, most of us will have that regenerative gene turned on. That's where the nutrition comes in, okay? You'll no longer be able to feel comfortable eating the things that you may already eat. Highly processed food, which in America is mostly everything. And that is simply because of the energy of the gene that needs to be that needs the nutrition to be able to help you to rejuvenate organs that are slightly damaged. It's definitely happening by 2028. Again, new medical breakthroughs, right? How did you heal that? It's a miracle. Well, for those of us that are starseeds, I know, Spirit. Those of us that are starseeds, things will remarkably get better for us. They'll remarkably get more healthy because the food that you used to eating will not taste right. You will not want to eat it again. You do not want to eat it again. Okay. Many of you, okay, interesting. It's right there. Right there. Press it on my chest, on my heart. It's about love. Okay? Many of you will be, if you're single, James, you're going to be faced with love. And you're going to have to recognize it without fear. Understanding, Spirit says, they're not going to bring you anybody into your life to harm you. Not to trigger you. But to bring you the love, like Spirit has always said, the key and the lock, right? Understanding that 26, 27 are going to be years of love. Okay? That's Venus. Love and money. All right? I believe Venus is in Cancer. I may be wrong, but Spirit is showing me that. Even if Even if you reject it, it's not going away. That person's not going away. Okay. Interesting. Even if it's just friendship at the start, even if it's just acquaintances at the start, the energy is being laid for you to be turned on to the fact that there's somebody special into your life. They may not be, okay? They may not be yet. We're bringing people into your life who to see if you recognize their energy from love, for love. Wow. Okay. Just went. So let me see now that I can't see anything. I'm all foggy. Spinning around. Okay. I don't understand that. It's just like everything just went like that. Okay. I don't know who this is. But energy just came down, and that's why they went like that. The end of they ended like the YouTube video just ended. But I don't know who this is. Okay. This energy is, I don't know what that is anyway. It's filling my heart with this energy. It is just there. I can feel it pressed against my back, like with the energy, but there's nothing formed. Hang on. Okay, gray aliens. Okay. Okay, let me get settled. Technology. Interesting. Technology will be boosted. You will also connect with it. Oh yeah. Without your knowing. Without your knowing. It's easy. Okay. It's easier for us to connect to you on a technology scale to further your ascension, to help you in the process. You will not see us, but you will feel us. You will feel that something's there. They're itching my eyes. Okay. The technology that we are talking about has already been coded in your DNA. As you ascend, as you go through your process, you will connect to higher beings. You will connect to new energy. You will connect to knowledge that you did not know that you have. You'll be very surprised. You'll be very surprised when you realize when you speak how you speak. You'll realize that there's knowledge there that you speak that you did not know that you had. And this has all been choreographed with them. Because the only time that the Greys have been here is about technology and things, right? And no other beings have come in about that. They've always been the ones who always have. 2018 and then past that too. Replicas of ourself. Replicas of ourself. Interesting. Others are at the perimeter. Others are at their perimeter. Okay? They keep saying that their job is technology. Their job is technology. Their job is technology. Unforeseen technology. Unforeseen technology. That is going to come up for the betterment of human. Man, this pressure is crazy. Because he's right there. It's right there. We will be back. We will be back for more. We will be back for more with more information. We will be back. I don't understand why we can't do it now. Not prepared. Human is not human. Interesting. Okay, so it's telling me that as our neural pathways open up and as we prepare new ones, or however I'll develop them, whatever we want to call it, that's part of that. The connection with them is part of this tingle on the left side of our head, as well as that. In agreement with the human agreement, okay? And it's interesting because now there's two more. Oh, to reassure me. And it's funny, they act like they know who I am. I mean, again, they were here in 2018, 2019, right? They came through the tree. That was fine, but it was weird because I wasn't who I am now. It's funny because everything always happens in threes for me. I'm a 3 in numerology, right? And the 1 and the 2 more showed up to give me reassurance that the pressure that I'm feeling, and they're showing me this freaking thing about everything narrowing down and going through that space, that all of us going through that space into 5D. Oh. We don't see the partitions. We just know that our energy is getting different the closer we get to the entrance. That makes total sense. Because they're showing me this way, right? Forward, we're going and we're narrowing down, and as we lose our stuff, more and more stuff, right? And as we become lighter weight beings, the connection to us is 100%. The connection to us is 100%. As you are activated. Once again, the closer you get to the entrance to fifth dimension, the less you'll feel us. The less you'll feel us. And that just lifted all the energy off my chest. Now they're right there. Yeah, they're... Okay, so I don't think I've said this in a really long time. They're fine-tuning my antenna. Yeah, big time. I feel it wiggling. Kind of in a trance from doing what I did before. Very chill, very like non-excitable. The energy day is very different from last week and the times before, right? And that's serious. It's just more. Things that you thought were normal will no longer be normal. As you get activated, as you get programmed, as you get, now they're right there. What is that? Spirit's right there, and he's letting them do it. So there's no fear for me at all. I mean, there's no reaction for me at all. I can just feel them right there, wiggling something right there. Oh, that is my, it just, you're feeling that nerve is attached to my antenna. It's right there. They're demonstrating it on me so that when it happens to others as they sleep, unless their agreement is to do it when they're awake. But most would not be comfortable with the feeling of activation, of big time. Yeah. It's right freaking there too. It's really strong sense of where, like there's an itch right there. Right there, right there. We only have one antenna. Many times it's not even shown. Inside our crown. Inside our crown. Okay. Diversification. When things like this happen, it's part of your diversification of becoming. They're showing me like segments of us and what we're going to do in the future, and how we're being separated. We won't all do the same thing. It's right, man. They are like messing with that. Everybody will be similar but different. So my feeling is they help to program us. They help to program us. And they're making it known. They're making it known. We're making it known through Bill because of the people that watch him. So that when things start to happen, they recognize what it is. You all have antennas that are not programmed yet. Some of you, because they're showing me dormancy in your antenna, and then all of a sudden it lights up, like it's ready to receive. Okay, and that has to do with, again, activating your crown chakra so that it's more sensitive. Okay, so that when you walk into a room, again, it is in the future, right? When you walk into a room and your crown chakra lights up, it's because of the energy that's in the room. Okay, that will be the first activation that you'll feel. Okay, because it's easy to do. Or third eye, this is spirit saying, or third eye will wiggle. It will wiggle. Neither are negative. You will not have a negative view of any of that at all. You'll be thankful that it happens when you're awake. Again, if it happens when you're asleep, when you wake up, don't be surprised if you feel different. If you feel different. Okay, so they want to say this. When your third eye is activated, you see it in your mind. It is not something that you're, again, there's sometimes that I can look out of that third eye, but it's in my head, right? And kind of scan things with just my eyes open. Yeah. Okay. And this is what I thought. Okay. So the antennas are also in your crown so that you can recognize other people. You can recognize other people because of their vibration, because their antennas turned on. Okay. Their crown chakra will let them know there's others around them. Humans. Okay. Not just them or them. Most are going to be very, very surprised at what they have access to once that happens. Once that activation happens, you'll be very, very surprised at what you have access to. Another reason, makes sense. Another reason why the reveals are timed for people who have been activated, who know what that is. Meaning ETs, okay? Okay, so some will build, some will be activated 100%, boom, and that's their soul journey. That's what they planned on becoming. That's what they planned on doing, okay? That's why they're here. This is Spirit saying. Okay, so they're leaving. Because I guess they said. So yeah, so they just disappeared. Interesting. Spirit kind of moved them out of the way. No longer needed. Spirit says no longer needed. No longer needed. Okay. Tying them with the love thing, right? This will be activated about love. Connected to source. Connected to others who are on the same path as you. Because you can't be with a muggle. Playing somebody, you can't be with a muggle. You gotta be with somebody who's of your vibration or higher, maybe a little bit lower, but more higher. Whatever you've chosen in your journey, Spirit says. Whatever you've chosen in your journey and how it's supposed to be. Now, I will say, most of these are key in the lock. Okay? Meaning that this is the person you're going to be with. It is not something that is going to be divorce. Again, this person has done their work. This person is ready for you. Okay? If you're ready for them, they're ready for you. It's about you. Have you put your work in? Have you allowed things, hey Debbie, have you allowed things to go? Have you allowed things to be removed from your body? What's your thought process? Do you believe or not do you believe? It's all about belief if you want what you want. Okay? Others can tell you, but if it doesn't feel authentic to you, you're not going to believe it. Why? Because you haven't done the work yet, meaning letting stuff go, forgiving people, allowing yourself to be as clear as you possibly can with everything that's burning away at this time. I mean, they're actually pulling out of us all kinds of stuff to get us ready to ascend. Big time, big time. And Spirit has talked to us about that, right? That it's crunch time, because we have to help to others to understand just what's going on when the stuff finally hits the fan. Okay? And again, you may be that person, you may not be that person, right? To be in that leadership role. But eventually you're gonna be. So the more things come up, let them go. Forgive yourself, forgive others. Tapping is fantastic, but you gotta be able to hear it. Gotta be able to hear it. James, got to. Because hearing it as you're speaking, Spirit, this is not who I am anymore. I need you to help me let that energy go. It is not mine. It needs to go, Spirit. It is not mine. But you gotta be able to hear it. And it goes away. But 5 minutes later, it's back. Got your heart like this. Okay, Spirit, it's back again. I need you to, then those 3 fingers, guys. Those 3. Okay? Lay your palm on your breast, on your pec, whatever, and tap. And talk to them about what you want to let go. It's not who I am anymore. That's the key. That's not who I am anymore. And eventually you'll believe it. Really. Even through Mercury retrograde. Even through all kinds of other stuff that's going to be thrown at us this year. Right? That's astrology stuff, right? Understanding that if you're supposed to know about it, you'll recall it. I can say that in my last 2 years before now, I knew about the 8 and 9 year numerology. I knew about it in my being. But did they let me access that? Not at all. Not at all. I had to go through my humbling, my third dimensional stuff to clear that stuff out, to reinvent myself, to do all the things that I needed to do so I could be where I'm at now. You may have to do the same thing. Okay? And how do you do that? Them. Talk. But you got to believe that you deserve it, right? You got to believe that they know if you believe it or not. You can't fake it. Can't. Yeah, they're just talking. That's emotion. Yeah, they're just talking. That's emotion. That's emotion. I need you to help me with this, okay? But do you want us to help you? We put things in your way to help you, and you walked right by them because you're not conscious. That's the key. Being conscious. And truly understanding yourself. And going, okay, you're never going to be 100% perfect, right? Not going to happen. Ain't nobody perfect. No one's ever going to be perfect, right? Especially any place else in 5D, 6D, whatever. You're just going to be this human being that kind of floats in and does the thing because it's energy work. It's what you're supposed to do. Hey, Shannon. Say? So, again, give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. Sometimes you have to kick yourself in the butt to get yourself moving forward. Because we can get stuck in victim mentality, right? Spirit has no problem with doing an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour pity party. No problem with that at all, Bill. Go ahead. Feel like shit. Feel sad. I don't care. But you know what? When you walk Daisy at noon and you come back from the walk and you have your lunch, guess what? By 1 o'clock, you got to get getting. Okay? Out here, go. Bill, go. Get in the shower, clean, again, sweep the floor, do the laundry, wash the car, clean out the apartment. They're getting me so ready to move. Just clean it. Don't put that in there. Throw it away. 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 So that's what I'm doing. They'll always give you the heads up. They'll always give you the feeling of, why do I need to throw stuff away? Why do I need to cleanse this? Why do I need to? Why do I need to? Why do I need to? It's them. Because they'll lead you where you got to go. Just got to allow them to lead you. Whichever way works for you. Whichever way works for you. Okay? I think that's it. Yeah. Everything's chill in there. Okay. Readings are still on sale. $85, 30 minutes. $115 for 60 minutes. billhobart.com. This is the last weekend for memberships being on sale. Okay? So if you want a cohesive group of people to hold you accountable, number one, to hold your feet to the fire and get you involved in my energy, which I do that every day with them, right? That come on, join us. You're definitely going to see a transformational energy that allows you to know more, to pick stuff up easier, to understand more. And there's many people in the group for, let's say, less than a year who have done this amazing transformation. So it's at billhobart.com also under, I believe the tab is at the top. It's got the readings are first, and then underneath is special memberships or something like that. That's where the pricing's at. And that goes through Sunday. Okay? Got any questions, let me know. I am always around. Okay? What else? Oh, I'm going to go ahead and post this on YouTube. If you guys would, please do me a favor. Go over to YouTube and like the video and leave a comment, even if it's just hi Bill or an emoji, whatever. The comments are pretty good. If you have questions about what we talked about today, put them in there and I'll answer them. The cool thing is they never leave. I don't have to delete them, right? They're on there forever, and you'll see the answer whenever you get the notification or whenever you get to it. So that's what's cool about that over Facebook, instead of Facebook Lives, okay? Because I'll delete this probably about 8 o'clock tonight, okay? So if you had questions while I was channeling, I will go through after I post it. I got to take Days for a Walk at 4, which is we're a little low for now, and we'll do like a half an hour walk, whatever we're going to do, and then I'll come back and I'll put this on YouTube, and I'll look at all the questions and things like that if they were there. Okay? So, thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for watching the program. I appreciate it big time. Yeah. Need some help, let me know. Okay? You know where to find me. billhobart.com. You can message me. I'm Bill Clairvoyant or Bill Hobart. Okay? Facebook message me. Yeah. My phone number's on the website, too. So if you want to call me on the website, just, want to call me. Okay? I'll answer the phone, trust me, because, yeah. Allow yourself. So we can tell them to allow themselves. Okay? Get that stuff out of the way so you guys can ascend. So, thanks, guys. I'll see you next Thursday, Coach for the Soul, Thursday at 3.